Hi, and welcome back to Tim Talks. Today we're talking peppers. I had a little bumper crop of beautiful Serrano and jalapeno chilies in my garden this morning. So I harvested them, and today I'm going to show you two ways to preserve your extra jalapenos and Serrano chilies. Really, any kind of chili peppers will work with this. You can make any combination here that you like. Here I've got a nice bunch of really beautiful red Serrano chilies and green jalapenos that I've sliced in about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch slices after, of course, washing and drying them. And I've got them ready to put into a ball jar that is sterilized and hot. Well, not hot enough to not be able to touch it, of course, and a sterilized lid and band. I'm going to use a canning funnel so I don't make a mess. I'm going to start by putting about 1/16 of a teaspoon, just a little bit in here, of some pickled crisp in, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then of course our peppers, and we're just going to spoon them in there. I already have some over here in the canner that are boiling away. This one's going to join them in just a moment. That out of the way. Here we have our boiling hot canning liquid. This is a mixture of 2 cups of white vinegar. You could use cider vinegar as well. A cup of cold water as well. Mix that in. Bring it to a boil. Toss in about 3 cloves of crushed garlic and let it steep for 5 or 10 minutes. And then you want to use a sieve and take out the garlic. I'm going to pour this in here. We want about 1/2 inch headspace. Headspace is the measurement of the distance between the top of the liquid in a canning jar and the lid. And so let's have a little bit of a look. That looks about right. I'm going to use my chopstick here to make sure we get any air bubbles out so that our jar will seal correctly and we won't lose a lot of liquid. Just one more little step we don't want to forget. You always want to make sure you wipe the very top of your jar off before you put the lid on. How am I doing on the headspace there? Maybe I could drain just a little bit of that off. There we go. Give it a wipe again. You always got to make sure you get the right headspace. All right, good. This is a reusable lid. I really like those. Tighten it finger tight, and then of course we're going to put it right here in our canner. So as you can see, it's boiling away. And down it goes. Now we're going to leave those in there, a nice boil. Leave those in there for a good 10 minutes. And then we're going to take them out to cool, and I'll show you another way, a very easy way, to preserve your peppers. Okay, my timer's going off, so it's been 10 minutes since we put that little guy in the canner here. I'm going to turn the heat off. And now there, use my towel here to just keep it from dripping all over the place. I'm going to set it there with the others. I like to set them about 1 inch or 2 apart. I'm going to let those cool completely before we put them in the cupboard. And now I'm going to show you one more way to preserve the peppers from your garden. This is actually my favorite and I think the most useful way. I mean, it's always nice to have pickled peppers around, but if you're making a batch of chili or some Mexican food or Indian food and you need a pepper and you don't have any fresh ones handy, freezing them is a great way to preserve these peppers. Here I've got about 1 pound of washed and dried peppers. These are mostly Serrano chilies. There's the odd jalapeno in there. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this vacuum seal bag. You can see I've sealed one end of it already. You can put them on a baking sheet on parchment in one single layer, but they're really not, it's not a fussy thing to work with. I'm just going to throw them in a bag. I'm going to close up the top using a little chip clippy, and I'm going to stick them in the freezer for about 4 or 5 hours. And we'll be back after we've done that. Okay, now we're back, and it's been a couple of hours. I'm going to pull our peppers out of the freezer here. Little clippy that we don't need anymore. Stick back up there. Anyway, now our peppers, you can see, they're frozen hard. And I'm just going to seal them up here. Do a little vacuum seal. I've left a little room at the end of the bag so that when I use them I can just zip off the top of the pair of scissors, grab a couple of peppers, and vacuum seal it back up using the same bag. Anyway, here we go. The point of freezing the peppers is to make sure that they're hard enough so that when they're vacuum sealed, they don't collapse and get smashed by the process here. So here, when we have them like this, they're already hard and they can stand up to the pressure of the vacuum seal and stay fresh for a really long time. I find they stay fresh like this for a good 12 to 18 months. And in fact, I still have some peppers in the freezer. It's September from last summer, a year ago this summer. Anyway, so there we go. Lots of peppers preserved for later on in the year. Anyway, that's all we have today on Tim Talks. Thanks for watching.